Check, check, check. Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to tonight's Valley Conference action between the visiting St. Clair Cyclones and your very own Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs. Tonight's NFHS broadcast is brought to you by Crystal Valley for all your agronomy, grain, feed, petroleum, and propane needs. Your local co-op since 1927. www.crystalvalley.coop. Jace Emery here, and we're about 3 minutes away from tip-off. The Bulldogs coming in at tonight's contest 2-11, and the St. Clair Cyclones coming in at an even 6-6. So we'll see who the winner of this border battle is. It's always a hotly contested contest when St. Clair comes to town. The story for the Bulldogs this year has been the youth. Many youthful players. Similar for the Cyclones, except it's just a lot of sophomores. They have two seniors, they have three juniors, and basically the rest of the squad is sophomores. So we'll see who comes out on top tonight. Once again, about 2 minutes from your starting lineups. All right. All right, here we are. We're all set. We'll get a fresh 18 on the clock, and there we are. Cyclones, Bulldogs. Yeah, good sportsmanship there by the two seniors. That is Shook for the Bulldogs. And I believe that is Carroll's for the Cyclones. And ball is up. We're on the way. Here we go. Cords gets the tip off for the Bulldogs. Kirsten Lynch across center court over to Shook. Over to Budak. Hands it off back to Lynch. Left Budak open. Budak for two. It's off. Heading the other way are the Cyclones. Fast-paced action down the court. Layup is off. Thrown away. Bulldog basketball. The boys are out of town tonight, so a little bit of a split in the audience tonight, so that explains that. We'll talk about all the upcoming games in a little bit, but right now, Brielle Cords gets the pass off. Heading the other way, that's Hansen. Nice crossover there. The long two is up. Nothing but net, but not the right kind, and it's going to go to the Bulldogs. So we're almost 1 minute into this one, and both teams looking to get first blood here. Over to Olsen. The pass back and forth, back and forth. Cords finds Budak. Budak to drive. Finds Lynch. Pivots. It's off of Budak's shoe, I believe, and it's going to head to the Cyclones. 16:40. Nope. There we go. It should be 16:47. Excuse me, folks. Clock's a little off. It's the first time in a while I've had to do the clock myself. So, all right. Sub coming in. It is Sack in favor of Olsen. I talked to Emily's father, Lincoln, who is one of the assistant coaches on the team before we went on the air. And Emily, as well as some others in the family, are battling the flu bug. Certainly this time of the year, we know how that goes. So I'm guessing Sack might get the lion's share of minutes tonight, but that is yet to be seen. Layup cracks the ice, so to speak, and St. Clair gets on the board first, 2-0 early on in the first half. Sack, a freshman. So we've talked about it a lot of youth, and that's a nice mid-range jump shot there by Lynch, and we're all tied up at 2-2. And off the other end, it's off, and it's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to stay with the Cyclones of St. Clair. St. Clair coming in tonight, 6-6 on the season. They're certainly look to go above 500. That's probably their number one goal tonight. Three-pointer. It's off. Rebound, Budak. Out to Shook. To Budak. She's left open. She's not going to take it. Over to Lynch. Nice pass there to Cords. And, yeah, it's going to be a jump ball. Cords was double-teamed, and then Andrake found the opening and got the clench, and it's going to be a jump ball, this time to the Bulldogs. Sack to inbound. Sack came in moments ago for Olsen, gets it into Cords, and once again, jump ball, and this time it's just like a steal going to the Cyclones of St. Clair. Once again, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this NFHS broadcast this Tuesday evening. Avoiding the ice and staying in to watch the game. Tight defense by the Bulldogs. I thought Drummer Miller pulling out for three, and it's off. No call. And who's that going to be? Oh, it's going to go to the Bulldogs. And Andrake thought it was going to be Cyclone basketball, not the case. Looks like a little bit of a 1-2-2 pressure, and that's where the pressure kicks in. Almost, and can't get him to fall, and that's going to be a jump ball. Back to the Bulldogs. Subs coming in. Emma Johnson coming in for sack. Emma Johnson, an 8th grader, as well as Kylie Swen for Budak. At the start of the season, Johnson was probably the last one off the bench, but she has certainly proven her worth as an 8th grader, and she is getting a lot of good minutes. She was highly involved in that victory over Triton 2 weeks ago. Boy, a lot of contact. Oh, and that's going to be, saved by Andrade, and it hit off of Swen, and it's going to stay with the Cyclones. Swen was not expecting that. Safe defense used by the Bulldogs, not chasing. Good inbound play, though, nonetheless. Nothing but air. And down low, draws the contact, and she'll head to the line for a pair. First team foul by the Bulldogs. First team foul by either squad so far. And let's see, I can't see the number. Got a long hair. It's covering it up, but that is Carroll's. And Carroll's hits the free throw, and that cracks the tie, and it is now the Cyclones ahead 3-2. And Gruss coming in for Shook. Gruss, a 9th grader. So on the court right now we have an 8th grader, a 9th grader, and a couple juniors. 3-pointers off. Long board. It is going to head to the Bulldogs. And quick subs, and Budak is back in favor of Cords. Coach Prunty likes to use a deep bench. None of her reserves have a warm-up on, so possibly we'll all see action tonight. And blue ball is off the leg of Drummer. And Gruss will inbound in front of the Cyclone bench. Gruss to Lynch. Lynch bumped a little bit, but she traveled. Some in the audience yelling, "Come on," thought that maybe there was a bump before the travel. Not the opinion of the referees, and we're heading to the other way, Cyclone basketball. Drummer across center court with Budak providing the defense for the Bulldogs. Over to Carroll's. Carroll's out to Andrig. Passing it around quickly of the Bulldogs. Down low. Nice. Oh, threw it up about 3 or 4 feet, but it landed in. No need for the bank on that one. Stolen away by the Cyclones. And the call, a little late on the call, but it was a call nonetheless. And the Cyclones will be heading to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. And that is Embacher at the line. Foul was on number 22, Kirsten Lynch, her first, team second. Free throw falls in. And timeout called by Coach Prunty. While we are away this timeout, don't forget about Dane's Body Works, full-service auto body and glass. Full-service auto body shop. I repeated that. Sorry about that, folks. They work with all insurance providers, auto buyer and seller. Don't forget about motorhome rentals. Please contact Dane Schendel at 507-995-9856. Once again, that's Dane's Body Works. They've been great since 1988, and we're coming out of the timeout. And it is Budak who will be inbounding for the Bulldogs. 13:50 to go. First half, 8-2 our score. And Bulldogs hoping to avoid the pressure here, and they get it into Lynch. And almost immediately she's knocked to the wood, and it's going to be the first foul of the game for the Cyclones. I think I heard white 15. That'll be Drummer. I'm sorry, 13. That is Embacher. Bulldogs get it in. Johnson to Budak. Oh, I think that one was meant for Lynch, but Johnson was there. Traveling is the call. Andrig gets it in. Baseline drive out in the three-pointer, high arcing. Boy, these Cyclones getting a lot of offensive boards tonight. And heading back to the line will be Embacher. Third team foul by the Bulldogs. And that one was on Cords, her first. And it looks like Emily Olson will be checking back in. Once again, if you're just joining us, free throw is good. If you're just joining us, Olson feeling the effects of the flu a bit. So not 100%, but obviously good enough to go at it. Second free throw is up, and it is good. 10-2 our score early in the first half. Olson and Budak. Pressure defense again being utilized by the St. Clair Cyclones. Oh. Stolen away. And wide open. That's going to be a long two, and it falls in. 2-point shot for the Cyclones. I believe that was Carroll's. And Gruss, it looked like she got away with a walk that time, but triple jump ball, the call. And boy, there's 6 arms right around Gruss. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Jump ball. This time the possession arrow favors the Cyclones. Drummer, cross center court. Budak providing the defense. Hands it off. Three-pointer is up. That's going to be long again. Unlike the Bulldogs, the Cyclones using a short bench. Not a lot of reserves coming in. And there's going to be a foul. The foul is on Hansen. Team second, her first. Subs coming in for the Cyclones. Mackenzie Cruz, the 5'11" sophomore, coming in, as well as number 3, Daniel Lynch, the 5'7" sophomore as well. Once again, a lot of sophomores on this Cyclone squad. Stolen away that time by Cruz, so she comes right in and gets a steal right off the bat. Tyler Kroll will be coming in next dead ball, making her first appearance. Emily Olson heading the other way. Sack, she'll shoot that. Oh, it's off. Cyclones heading the other way. That's going to be a long two again, I think, and it's out. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs, stay with the Cyclones. Lackluster rebounding thus far by the Bulldogs. Kroll going to try to change that. Coming in for Budak. Budak, I think, Budak has been out already. I was going to say Budak getting her first rest. Not the case. Puts it in for 2. Certainly a contested shot. 14-2 our score. With a little under 12 to go. Stolen away by the Cyclones. Heading the other way. Action faster than you can call it, and another easy layup. And the pressure is getting to the Bulldogs, and there is a push foul on Embacher. That'll be her set. Excuse me, that's not Embacher, that's Hansen. Andrig coming back in. It was on Embacher, never mind, that's her second. So she'll get a breather. And a hold is the call before Lynch could even inbound it. Drummer coming in for the Cyclones. Bulldogs hoping to get something going here. Gets it to Sack. Yes, gets it to Sack. And, boy, I think we've had 3 calls in about 3 seconds here. So, another foul by the Cyclones, that time on Andrig, her first. Lynch will inbound it. Gets it into Sack. Sack a lefty. Good zone defense being used by the Cyclones. Oh, Johnson might have got away with one there. Kroll fakes. Nice pass to Cords. Boy, they're just caught in a web right now. Nice fake by Johnson. Out to Kroll. Kroll fakes. Boy, it's like a vice-like grip right now. Stolen away. And Lynch inadvertently caught her with the hip. And Gruss will come back in. And certainly the youth and inexperience of the Bulldogs showing a little bit right now. Having a tough time getting out of this defensive trap. Drummer the ball. Behind the back dribble. Floater pass to Carroll's, and it's off. And can't get the board. Oh, and the second chance points hurt you. Cruz the long two. 18-2. Cyclones in the lead. Kroll's caught. Gets it to Sack. Sack to Johnson. Sack thought about it. Gruss likes that shot. Oh, it was a good look. That's Gruss's favorite spot on the court to shoot from. Sack thought about it. Kicks it out to Kroll. Kroll for two. It's long. Rebound, Cyclones. Carroll's. Oh, wide open again. Long two. It's off. It is saved, but it's still going to go out of bounds. And Johnson retrieving the ball. And subs coming in. That is Shook coming in for Kroll. So we're under the 10-minute mark now, and Bulldogs really hoping, I mean, they got to get some of this defense very effective. Oh, errant pass by Sack. Andrig. And they got to start they got to get some defensive boards at some point here. Because another second chance basket by the Cyclones. 20-2 our score. And the Cyclones are on a 14-0 run. Can't stop the bleeding. Jump ball. So we're going to put that on your screen. The Cyclones on a 14-0 run. Bulldogs got to get something here. Nice turnaround by Courts. Blocked, I believe, by Cruz. Heading the other way. And it's off. Maybe a little bit of a rush shot by Cruz. She didn't have a time to square herself. No shot. So foul before the shot. No basket for Gruss on that one. And Johnson will inbound. That is the sixth team foul by the Cyclones. One more and it is bonus down. Gets it to Cords. Gruss was open. They missed her. Back to nice. That was nice. And that'll end the run. That'll end the run. And the Bulldogs hoping to start a run of their own here. Foul on Sack. They get it in. Fakes. Drummer kicks it out. Oh, and that one fell. Embacher's been firing away from down there, from downtown. Finally gets one to drop. 23-4, and an errant pass again. And Prunty looking at the end of the bench here, going to bring it. Olsen's going to be returning. Olsen, I believe, will come in favor of Sack. Let's see if that's the case. It is. Sack's had a couple turnovers here. Sack's got to regain her composure and hopefully return a little later on. So we're under the 8-minute mark. 23-4 our score. Fake by Drummer, and the drive does not fall. There's a rebound. Shook coming away with it to Gruss. Olsen. There it is. Oh, kind of got it so excited she was wide open. Lost the control of the ball. That's going to be a walk. Yep. Oh, and yeah, don't want to telegraph that pass too much. Embacher was ready to fire away on that steal. Oh, and Prunty not happy. And the timeout is called. We'd like to invite you to some of our contests coming up. This upcoming Thursday night, the Madelia Blackhawks coming into town to take on our girls. And then it would be Monday, Waseca Blue Jays coming in. So the kind of the bigger school versus the smaller school here. It's always a challenge when Waseca comes in. A couple years ago, the current, that would be the current freshmen of Waseca. They are a star-studded class. We'll have to see how many of them are at the varsity level now. But once again, please join us this upcoming Thursday against the Madelia Blackhawks and Monday against the Waseca Blue Jays. And if you want to see a future Division I star, you'll have to travel this year. On Tuesday night, 1 week from tonight, the Bulldogs will take on Mankato Loyola. And, of course, Lindsay Thunick passed the 2,000-point mark now and might be close to 2,500 for all I know. But she's been starting for a long time, and South Dakota State has recently signed her on. Full-ride scholarship. A lot of great Minnesota players have been going to North Dakota and South Dakota in recent years. And that's going to be the over and back. Not the way Prunty drew it up. Sometimes when you just feel helpless, nothing you're trying is working and you don't know what you can do to bring it back in. Long two. Oh, in and out, but it drops. And it drops for Hansen. 25-4 our score. Yeah, jump. Yeah. And a fresh 5 is coming out for the Bulldogs. The passes are just too telegraphed. They look and they delay a little bit, and these Cyclones have been taught to jump on that, and they're seeing blood in the water, and they're the Sharks, or they're the Cyclones, and this is the middle of Oklahoma, one of the two. And 6:36 to go. Stolen away by Swen. Gets it to Budak. To Sack. Over to Lynch. Back to Sack. To Kroll. Kroll fakes. Oh, there it is again. Kick ball, though, is the call. So a little bit of a saving grace that time for the Bulldogs. That could have very well been a clean steal. Sack fakes. Over to Swen. Kroll, too hard of a pass that time. You can almost hear the ball going right against the fingertips of Lynch. And at the other end, it's Cruz putting it in for the Cyclones. 27-4. And, St. Clair, there you go. Nice drive that time by Sack. I've probably seen her do that 100 times over the course of the years. That drive with the left-handed layup, she likes that. It's Kroll to Sack. Sack underneath. And stifling defense by the Cyclones. Seems like everywhere you look, there's a double team. Very good defense. Stolen away. Cruz, kind of an unorthodox shot there. That one didn't have much hope of going in, but obviously it's. And Sack, whoa, and it doesn't fall. Sack, she's kind of fearless sometimes when she drives in. She's not afraid of getting the body contact, and it's a 1-and-1, not a shooting foul, but a 1-and-1. Yeah, Bulldogs in the bonus, subs coming in for the Cyclones. Andrig, Lynch, and Carrolls, and Emma Johnson coming back in for the Bulldogs. In favor of Kroll. 27-6 our score. And Sack connects on the first. For the record, that was the third foul for Hansen, so we will not see her, I'm guessing, the rest of the first half. And Sack's second free throw is up. And it rattles out. And Lynch almost got an easy put in there. Over to Sack. Sack the hesitation dribble over to Lynch. To Swin. Budak. The turnaround shot drops. Kind of a laser beam to the hoop. And it's down to we're under 20 again now. It's down to an 18-point contest. At one point was a 23-point lead for the Cyclones. Cross-court pass for three. Oh, the Rainmaker. High arcing shot. And it is nothing but the bottom of the cup for Andrig, the sophomore. Andrig, one of those magnificent sophomores. Bump. Foul is on Carrolls, and it's Lynch going to the line now for the 1-and-1. 8th team foul for the Cyclones. 3:27 to go first half. Thank you again for joining us on this NFHS broadcast. It's off. That's going to be a foul on Budak. Clutched the arm, and that was an obvious hold. The Cyclone couldn't even muster up a shot that time. And the free throw is in. Shook coming in, Cords coming in. Drops the second. There it is, the 1-2-2. And it looked like two big redwood trees with the limbs out and just stuffed. Stuff shook right in her path. Cyclone basketball. And nobody, got a girl in the corner. She'll take it. Oh, boy, if she would have made that, Prunty would have lost it because Prunty was calling for somebody to guard her for quite a few seconds before it actually occurred. Shook that. It's an open look. Doesn't want it. Well, hits the bottom of the backboard. Probably should have fired it away when she had the opening. 3 is good. And, you know, I said we got it under 20. Well, then, just like that, back up to 26. 35-9. Stolen away by the Cyclones. You know, I know record players are out of touch in 2017, but boy, broken record, I'm telling you, stolen by the Cyclones. Stolen, another 3. Offensive rebound, though. So they're getting second and third chance, another 3. Well, you can't, I mean, they can almost, they're being able to pick their spot out there, it seems. Kroll going to come back in. And what a great defensive first half for the Cyclones, holding the Bulldogs to under 10 points so far this half with only 1:30 to go. Got to be 12 to 15 steals. Lynch is off the front iron. I think it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. It is. Groos and Kroll coming in. Tried to force it to court, stolen away by the Cyclones. And a fast break opportunity, and they capitalize. 40-9. And, you know, I mean, Emma Johnson is a track star. Amanda Sack has won many medals in track as well, but something's a little off right now. Shook's a very good athlete. Oh, another one. Not another one. It's off. Attempted save. Could not happen in time. And with 45 seconds left, we got Cruz coming back in for the Cyclones. Gets it to Kroll. Kroll back to Lynch. Junior to junior, back to junior. Oh. There's Johnson. Couldn't connect. Oh, boy. Not again. Not again. 3-0. The layup is good. 42-9. And believe it or not, the Cyclones are on another 14-0 run. And when a team has 2 14-0 runs in the first half, I mean, that's 28 combined unanswered, and that's tough to go against. But Kroll's going to try to chip away at that right now at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Whoa, and it's off. 4, 3 will hide the clock. 2, 1, it'll count. And at halftime, our score is the Bulldogs 42, the Cyclones 9. We're going to cut away a little bit for halftime, and we will be with you in about 5 minutes or so. Well, all right. We got about 6 minutes to go until we got second half action, but right now we're at halftime. 42-9, Cyclones in the lead. So just the defense. I mean, obviously, if you're the St. Clair coach, you just say, just keep doing it, keep getting steals, fast breaks, open shots, offensive rebounds. So it's a tough situation right now for the Bulldogs, to say the least. But once again, we appreciate you watching it, watching Bulldog action in the good times and the bad times. And I think we all know what kind of a time this is right now, but that's how it goes sometimes. And no halftime show today. A lot of the crowd has gone to the bathroom or to the concessions. And by the way, what a great concession stand we have here. We got it all. Got it all. And we'll do I'm going to put up the halftime clock for you, so you know when to return. Hopefully you decide to return. Hopefully I'm not the only one. Uh-oh, what was that? That's not a good sign. Oh, yeah, we are back. Okay, good. For a moment there, we were off the air, so we're back. It's about 4 minutes, 44 seconds till second half action. We'll go to some of our local sponsors at this time. Don't forget about Oliver Farm Drainage. Please contact John Oliver at 507-234-6769. Tilling, septic systems, backhoe work, and dirt work, and also trucking. Once again, that's John Oliver of Oliver Farm Drainage, 507-234-6769. Smith's Mill Implement Incorporated. They're off of Highway 14 in Smith's Mill. That's farm equipment in Smith's Mill. By phone at 507-234-5191 or 507-625-8649. Guardian Energy LLC, Janesville, Minnesota, 507-234-5000. DuPont Pioneer, please contact Lane Janicki or Scott Roth, 507-838-5554. Wisty's Concrete and Edging, Wistys.com, 507-420-0997. All right, I'm going to get a little drink of water right now, so I'm going to go to our, it's not a current video, but it's got most of our sponsors from this year. I will get all of our sponsors in, so if you're one of our sponsors and I don't get to you, you know I will. So we're going to go 2 minutes to a local sponsor spot. Whoops, we having a little technical difficulties here. As the Bulldogs come back in the court, we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, and we're back. Second half action to begin in a little bit. Cyclones will start the half on a 14-0 run, which of course occurred in the first half. And Bulldogs, if you're a Bulldog fan, you're hoping to put an end to that right away. If you're a Cyclone fan, you're saying, let's shut them out in the second half. They only got 9 in the first half. Let's have them get less than 9 in the second. Budak will inbound at the center court. And it is Shook with the ball. And it's over to Budak. For the long two, it's off. Long, there's a hustle play by Budak. I like to see that. Good hustle by Budak. And it's off. Oh, and there's some energy by the Bulldogs. And I'm sure Prunty stressed that in the second half. She's saying, you know what, we're down by 31. Actually, you're down by 33. So I hope she didn't say 31. But we're down by 33, and you know what? We're going to win the second half, and we're going to out-hustle them in the second half. They're not going to get rebounds on us like they did all the first half. So hopefully that is the case if you're a Bulldog fan. But you don't want to see this. You don't want to say, oh, boy, nothing but net. And that's a 3, and we are now up to a 17-0 Cyclones run. Lynch will end the run. And the Bulldogs get to double digits. It is now 45-11. Down the court. Fast-paced action, and it's a nice put-in that time Let's see, that was Embacher. 47-11. Whoa, the rolled ball rolls it over to Budak. Out to Shook. Olsen for two. Nice shot by Olsen. Oh, kick ball, not called, stolen away by the Bulldogs. Budak for two. Boy, they're coming out all cylinders right now. Timeout called by the Cyclones. And Bulldogs so far winning the second half. And I think that was something that was stressed in the locker room at halftime by Coach Prunty and Coach Olsen and Coach Ranslow. All right. And it is Andrade inbounding in front of the scorer's table. Crossover dribble by Drummer. Good. Forcing the turnover are the Bulldogs. And they're trying to say, hey, you're not going to put us to run in time. That's not going to happen. Well, can't make those mistakes on the passes now. Long two is off. Rebound Cyclones. Back over to Hansen. Passing it around. That's back to Drummer. Down low. It's going to be a foul. No, it's not going to be a foul. Budak the block. Oh, that's not over. And yes, they do call it over and back. Late call, but the right call. It's never too late to make a right call. Drummer the ball. Shook providing the defense. Oh my. Now, to perfection by Embacher. To perfection. Stolen away by the Cyclones. Full speed to the other end. Well, maybe too fast. Olsen the steal. Stolen away. Heading the other way. It's laid up and in by Andrade. 51-15. And Budak finds Shook. Oh, it's off Lynch's face. Long two, grazes the iron. Whoa, pass, shot. It's in for three. And Gruce, Cords, and Sack coming in for the Bulldogs. I coached junior high girls here the last 4 seasons, and Cords and Sack and Gruce were on my teams. And the two is in. Hopefully I'm not spoiling a big surprise here. Brielle Cords received a volleyball award. She'll be on the cover of she'll be in a volleyball magazine coming up soon. I know she had the photo up, or she has the photo op coming up. Cords for 2. So what a great honor for Brielle Cords. At the other end, rebound Gruss. Gruss to Sack. Sack the drive. Nice pass to Cords. Draws the foul. And Cords' free throw is in. And Johnson coming back in. The only Bulldog who has not appeared yet is Alexia King, the 6-footer. I'm sure we'll see her later on. You know, you wonder if, well, that's going to be a lane violation. No basket. Johnson stepped out early, and it's going to be Cyclone basketball. You wonder if there was any thought put into putting King in to stop all those rebounds. Maybe having a 6-footer out there might have helped out. I'm not sure. But of course, these Cyclones are quick, and you know, King more of a strength player than a speed player. Baseline drive, kicks it out. That's going to be a 2, I believe. Is it a 2? It is a 2. 58-18. Cyclones ahead of St. Clair. St. Clair got a good basketball program right now. They're boys and girls doing well. Winning records. Well, I guess the Cyclones are 6-6. That will most likely change tonight. They will go to 7-6, but the game's not over yet. And it's off. Gets her own board, though, and Swen comes away with the board. Sack to Johnson. Stolen away by the Cyclones. And it's off. Got a little too excited on that rebound, or on that layup. Cords the long rebound. Johnson, nice pass to Swen. Swen to Gruss. Sack fakes. She'll shoot. No, it doesn't fall. Good board. Swen's shot doesn't fall. Maybe a little touch off the backboard, and it was in. Oh, not a 3-on-0 again. Not another one, and they put it in. 60-20. 40-point game. Kroll will be coming back in. So teams are at multiples of 20 and 10 right now. For you math people out there. And down low, Gruss can't handle it. Jump ball is the call. And we are not at running time, but it is it's 10:23 to go, so I'm a little behind on the clock, so I'm going to let it run. But not at running time. I'm not sure what the running time rule is. I wonder if once we get under 10 minutes, if a 40-point lead would suffice. But I'm not sure. Cross center court is Lynch. Of course, there's a Lynch on the Cyclones and on the Bulldogs. We're talking about the Cyclone Lynch. Over to Hansen. Oh, boy. Nikolai, who just came in with the whirling dervish type shot. And we are at 9:58 to go, and no running time yet. And it's a 42-point lead for the Cyclones. Johnson at the line. Free throw is in. Let's see. Cords making her first appearance. When I said Alexia was the only one, I was wrong. Lacey Cords coming in favor of Gruce. Cords, a sophomore. Ooh, Johnson doesn't get anything on that one. But the 8th grader gets a point on the board for the Bulldogs. Wait. They're calling the shooter back. They're calling the shooter back. Must have been a lane violation. Sub will be able to come in. Subs, oh boy, a fresh 5 for the Cyclones. Cyclones, they get a good ovation. Let's see. Seiss coming in for the first time. Seiss, a freshman. So Johnson will get a second chance. Better result than the first, but still not the intended one. Embacher over to Drummer. So a lot of starters actually coming back in for the Cyclones. Jump pass in the corner. Whoa, it's off. Budak coming away with the board. And the other way. And it's the sack. 9:15 to go in the second half. 62-21. Oh, and it's going to be a foul. Foul is on Embacher. Her third, team third. Bulldogs get it in. Cords to Johnson. Sack. Oh, nice move by Sack. That left-handed drive. Cords the rebound on the other end. Over to Sack. Sack to Johnson. To Crowell, and Crowell puts it in for 2. Some good plays that time by the Bulldogs. Stolen away by the Bulldogs. That's Crowell with the steal. Over to Budak. Over to Cords. Lacey Cords and Alexia King, the only 2 sophomores in, with the exception of Ashley Johnson, who plays C-Squad. So only 3 sophomores in the basketball program right now for the Bulldogs. We only had 5 to start when they were 7th graders. We only had 5 7th graders come out. So it's just it's a very low. There's not many girls in that class here at JWP. They were my first class I had in the classroom actually, and it's about a 2 to 3 ratio boys to girls. Or excuse me, it's about a 2/3 boys. And the ball goes outside. 7:09 left in the second half, and we are at running time. So I will let the clock run. So obviously it's under 8 minutes possibly. It's a 38-point game, so certainly they can let the clock run. Now, how running time works is, of course, if the Bulldogs get the deficit down to within what they consider a reachable spot, they stop the running time. But I do not foresee that happening. Of course, if you're a Bulldog fan, that'd be a good, a positive to end the game. 3-pointers off. Rebound Cords. She's got her dribble. Cords to Cords. They are cousins, not sisters. Brielle and Lacey. Gruce over to King. King's on the floor. We like to see King out there. I think one day King will be a starter in this program. And there's King. King puts it up. It's off. Long two. It's off. Tipped off the hands of Cords. They'll stay with the Cyclones. And stolen away by Lacey Cords. Heading the other way, Cords forced the shot. And Lynch, nice pivot out to Cords. Lacey Cords, that is. Cords to Gruce. Gruce blocked by Cruz. And Nikolai draws the foul. I think it's going to be before the shot. But time is dwindling right now with 4:47 to go. So obviously with running time, time flies fast. Three, way off. Lacey Cords the rebound. Yes, that is Lacey Cords. Over to Lynch. And Gruce can't get it to drop. Oh, the wild crossover. And that will be over and back. And I'll tell you something very positive worth knowing. Tyler Kroll, who has been in action tonight, she's cheering every play, got the towel going out, high fives, low fives. So great job by Tyler Kroll there supporting her teammates. We like to see that. Tyler Kroll, a great, great kid. Her father, Lenny, is the varsity softball coach here at JWP. Oh, double dribble. Emma forgot she had dribbled already. Her brother, Tristan, is currently a freshman on the Bethany Lutheran College basketball team. I was hoping to see them maybe this weekend, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I think I'll be here at the NFHS booth. We'll see what we do. Saturday, I'm going to be here for sure. My parents will be here, and looking forward to that. Hopefully they're watching right now. 4 o'clock on Saturday, boys game. The only scheduled Saturday game of the year. And we are under the 3-minute mark, and even though there's a free throw going on, the clock runs, and you can even see the clock on your screen in the top right-hand corner, so it is legitimate. It is running time. 65-27 in favor of the Cyclones. So this game will probably be over before 9 o'clock. Started a little late, but unlike the other night when I got home at about 10 o'clock, it'll be nice to be home a little earlier. Ooh, wild pass. Oh, why am I stopping the clock? It's running time. So I'll fix that. Actually, I'm just going to hide the clock. I'll keep you in the know on the time. It's about 1:37. The game will be over, so a minute and a half. So we thank you for joining us. We probably won't have much of a recap tonight. You saw what happened. It was all Cyclones. I'm trying to see if the Bulldogs what the second half score would be. It was 42-9 at halftime. So the Bulldogs have scored 18 second half points, while the Cyclones have scored 23. So the Cyclones did outscore us in the second half as well, us being the JWP Bulldogs. However, the deficit was not as drastic as it was in the first half. And once again, Tyler Kroll high-fiving everybody coming out. And we're under a minute, of course. The Bulldogs will not foul, obviously. Lynch with the ball. So, and Nikolai draws the contact. I think it's going to be before the shot. It's going to be a shooting foul. And this game is going to end at the line because we got only 25 seconds. I've never seen a game end at the line. We'll see if it happens. I guess it's a two-shot foul. So you can see the seconds ticking away. Free throw is up and in. Maybe this one won't end at the line. We got 14. I don't know if they're going to stop. And maybe there it is. 2-1, and we are through. And the final score tonight is the visiting St. Clair Cyclones 66. Your Janesville Waldorf Pemberton Bulldogs 27. So our Bulldogs took it on the chin tonight. A blitzkrieg first half for the Cyclones. And that's about all it took. So another one in the books. This has been Jay Summery with another NFHS broadcast. Please join us on Thursday while the Medilia Blackhawks come to town. Have a great night and be safe on those roads. Thanks for helping out tonight.